Thank you and welcome back to another episode of Black Dad's Lives. You're here with myself, Anton.
And it's me, Dash. No Don Dada.
And it's me, Carlos. Simply Dad.
I mean, this guy says simply Dad. Yeah. Like it takes the whole other level, you get me? Like, it's completely changed the game, like...
Game changer!
You said it! And he looked at me with a sad as fucking eye, like, simply Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, simple Dad, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Get me? And it's me, young Pappy Blaze. Pappy Iteration, Pappy... You know what, I think I'm gonna go with... Probably Pappy.
Young Pappy just blaze.
Oh, sick game changer. That's a game changer. Yeah. So this episode, yeah.
Sorry, for those that don't know, the inside joke.
That's the same. That's now we did this last episode.
Oh,
so now let's get a new joke.
Okay.
Oh, but that,
yeah, let's get a new joke.
So funny.
Let's get a new joke.
Okay.
But that was so funny.
Yeah, but I don't appreciate every time I'm fucking talking, you might do the Mario theme tune in the background. That's a disrespectful at one point. Like, I'm trying to make serious points out here. Like, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You good though?
Yeah, Aaron's.
What are you calling it?
What was someone with Aaron?
He put the theme tune to it, didn't he?
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he put the theme tune to it. Cause I bet he sat at his fucking little mixing desk in his little dark dingy room. Yeah, his little fucking PC, and he's seen that and he's thought,
I know what's gonna be.
No. He's thought to himself, innit? Like, this one's gonna bang. This one's gonna bang.
It did.
Yeah,
It did.
And he
bang.
he probably about 4 a.m. he's thinking, yo, I can't wait for these ones to wake up. Yo, I can't wait, yo. There, checking this one every 2 minutes. Still asleep. Yeah, listen, when they wake up, ping, 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 ping.
I thought you did that yourself.
No, I don't do that, bro. Why would I do it to myself? Why would I mug myself off like that, fam?
I thought you did though.
No.
Because I thought it's a game.
No. I will never be associated with the fucking Mario theme tune. Yeah, I am not affiliated with Mario, fam. Yeah, I wouldn't do that to myself.
I know, but it's a gaming stream.
Yeah, nah, listen, there's other theme tunes here to Mario, the
What would you prefer then?
The wettest guy, some fat fucking Italian plumber. That's not my brand, bro.
Why are you bringing race into it?
Italian's not a race, bro. I didn't say white, did I? I didn't say white plumber, I said Italian plumber, okay? So don't go there. Yeah?
I'm just saying.
Now, I didn't bring race
Still
into it.
prejudice.
No, it's not prejudice, is it? What is it? Facts. Is he Italian? It's me, Mario. What is this? That's what Mario does, bro.
I don't know what to do.
I'm turning to Mario for a second to get me.
Oh.
Yeah?
Is that why you chose that as a theme tune?
It's an episode, yeah. So you, man, how do you think racism in football? Listen, Anton, do your job, bro.
No, seriously then, let's get serious because on today's subject, it actually is serious.
Yeah.
So today we actually want to touch on racism in football. And especially, it's not just off the back of the Euros, but I think that's where it's been highlighted to a lot more people, especially, well, non-ethnic people, should we say, in the country. So I think there was a poll before the Euros where it was asking whether there's racism in football, and the poll came back really low. I think it was around about 40% of people said that there was actually racism in football, whereas now they've redone the poll after the Euros, and that's more or less doubled, and it's more like it's close to 90% of people now actually say that there is racism in football. So, first of all, I just want to start by, how did you, because we obviously not spoke about it yet, well, not on pod anyway. But how did you man feel after the Euro final?
Yo, I knew as soon as them man went up and took that penalty and they didn't score,
It was over.
and it was a wrap.
It was over.
Full on a wrap.
And
And like, obviously, you just knew the backlash that was going to come from it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I was watching it with Olivia and Sereno, and like Olivia started to get emotional. I was like, "Are you emotional because England just lost?"
Nah.
And she's like, "No, because I know what Saka, especially, is gonna go through." And she's like, "I envision that as Sereno taking that penalty, missing the penalty," and she thought, "I just feel sorry for her." Do you know what I mean? And then I was like, yeah, it is actually, it's mad. And it's funny because there was like loads of text messages go around saying, if you are out in a pub tonight and you are black,
Go home.
find
bro.
yourself
Go home.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously everyone just, well, as black people, we just expected that to happen.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise at all, though, was it?
Yeah, but in London, there was actually black fans and black people that got beaten up.
It's
And I did get attacked, so...
It's crazy. I mean, when we lost, obviously it was devastating, but when it was the 3 black people who missed the penalty, the second we lost, I was like, you knew what it was, man. As you said, like, you just knew what it was, and I was devastated, man. Like, I was actually heartbroken, like, and it wasn't even the fact that it was England losing; it was the fact that how we lost. It would have been 3 white men who took the penalties and we'd lost. I'd have still been upset, but because it was 3 black people and I just knew what was coming, like, it wasn't surprising to me that the N word was fucking trending on Twitter, bro. Like, it was the fourth highest trending word in the UK, and that blows my mind.
That's disgusting.
Like, it's crazy, but it didn't surprise me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't surprise me at all. Like, it's what I expected. 3 black people miss penalties, we lose the final. Straight away, that's what it is, man. Straight away.
And I was like, it's typical, like, it's them 3 that have missed it.
Yeah, it was all, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, man.
What's that just highlighted to me is, obviously, my missus, she's mixed race, but she was brought up in Hull, which is predominantly a white city. So when we lost the final, my missus' reaction to yours was completely different, innit? So, like, mine, because I just went quiet, and you know why I went quiet, because I was just processing everything that was going to happen, thinking, these men, I feel so sorry for them and their families, do you know what I mean? Everyone, even their friends, everyone that's associated with them. Whereas Laura looked at me and was like, oh, but World Cup's around the corner, or, do you know, trying to boost me, thinking it's because of the result. And I said, it's not the result. And she goes, what is it? I said, they're going to get racist abuse now. Do you know what I mean? And she goes, oh yeah, they will. Do you think it was bad? I was like, yeah. And then the next day, when it all blew up and it was all over everywhere, that's when it hit her and she was like, you called that, didn't you? You knew. And I was like, yeah. But I would say that every other black person
we knew
what's going to happen. And that's why you're reacting a certain way to it. Do you know what I mean? But even since the Euros, I think that's given a green light now for people to start including booing the knee. Even the last England friendly that was on against Hungary,
but they've got form for it. So.
Yeah, because they was banned from in the Euros, innit? But it was FIFA that's the ultras. But then this probably takes on to Carlos first. Let me ask how you feel on it.
I did feel the same as everyone with that. For me, like, when I saw Rashford go up for the penalty, I was like, more than anything, I was just like, please don't miss. And literally, when I saw him miss, it was at that point, it hit me, and then the realisation is like, oh, this play scores white person, black person. I was just like, yeah. For me, at that point, I was just like, I'm not following this football anymore. It literally put me off wanting to support football.
Yeah.
It was that bad for me. I really didn't like it. It made me really uncomfortable.
And low key for me, it's hard to support England anyway, because
it is.
Sometimes I just don't feel English.
Yeah, in that sense.
But accepted in that.
Yeah.
Accepted what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
But as soon as you.
Yeah. I never feel like part of the core fans. I never feel like I'd be accepted. Like if I went to an England game, I wouldn't feel like
I'm accepted.
Yeah.
But it's mad though, because growing up, what team did every man support nationally?
Brazil.
All support Brazil. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, every
That's the only
black
place you see a
person,
black
I feel like, supported Brazil.
Mhm.
Because obviously they had people what we could identify with. I remember, was it the 2002 World Cup? Like, I was in school.
Yeah.
And England were playing Brazil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, low-key, wanting Brazil to win.
Yeah, we didn't want England. Don't you remember when we used to even go to the shop near your house and we used to take the football from your house to the shop, spraying it across the road and stuff to each other, pretending like it was Brazil in them adverts.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
we weren't trying to be no English player. But like, that's only because we couldn't see ourselves. Like, what, you probably had a couple of players who represented England, and that was about it. But it's funny because when you look through England's like youth teams, they're predominantly black players.
But they're only English as long as they're winning.
Yeah, I know, but most of the black players that's coming up are actually the superstars of the teams as well.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Sterling. Like, Sterling did a sterling job.
No, but again, it's a media in that. So Sterling, he carried us through the group stage.
As soon as
Kane wasn't scoring. As soon as Harry Kane scores, Harry Kane's plastered all over all the pages. Do you know what I mean? And sorry, just to take it back on what I think it might have been you that said it, that they love us when we're winning.
Yeah.
It's that same thing with, I think that's why I got so affected when Marcus Rashford missed his penalty. Because, and when they were in defacing Memorial.
Yeah.
Because...
they tried to say that wasn't racism.
He's fed
the whole
nation.
And
Kids,
the majority of these people...
Thank you, that's what I was going to say. So, you're abusing him now, yeah, but he was feeding your children.
In your pocket when the government went.
It's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? He was fighting for your kids to eat. And then now, because he's missed a penalty in a game, you know? Because this ain't life or death. No one died. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got our government that's doing whatever they're doing in Afghanistan and leaving them people there. Do you know what I mean? And going on like that, and no one's taking it seriously. Do you know what I mean?
And affected because of one kick over the ball.
Yeah, but then one kick of a ball and it blows up this. Do you know what I mean?
But do you know what I was happy about though? I was happy that they did stand up and take the penalties. All throughout the group stages, even throughout the whole year, I was like, why these men not playing anyway? I was like, come on, if you play these men, you probably would have won.
Nah, but do you know what?
It's even,
for me, part of, I'm blaming Gareth Southgate and I'm going to put it out
He made
there.
no changes whatsoever.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's the fact that you've got more experienced players that was on the bench or that was even on the pitch that was willing to take it.
You
brought them on just to kick the...
Yeah, one being Jack Grealish.
But he wanted to take it.
Yeah,
I know.
And he's come out because then he got slagged off after it because people saying, oh, well, how come Jack Grealish didn't put his hand up?
No, man was stepping forward.
He stepped forward.
Forward?
He said, and it came out because he's come out and said, I said, I'll be happy to take one. I'll take any penalty. Just tell me which penalty you want to take.
In the video, my man was like...
Every pair.
And then my man's just swerving him. So, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you go and put what is essentially a child on the last penalty. And do you know what? This is why I'm blaming Gareth Southgate. Mate, in the semi-finals, you was the one who missed the penalty last time. So you know how the nation treated you. And then you go and put a young boy on that last penalty, which is going to be the most important one. It's mad.
To me, even if he had put Rashford as the last penalty or something along those lines, I could have semi-understood.
Yeah,
the fact that you're
Rashford's used to that pressure.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Rashford is the penalty take.
The penalty is what he took against PSG, do you know what I mean? Like, last minute of the game, which is bagged. So it's, like I said, it was crazy in that sense when he actually came out as like, yeah, I picked the penalty takes and I picked the penalty.
The order, yeah.
And I think it's mad because in a game, when it comes to that stage, you want people to want to step up and have the confidence.
Yeah, it's not what you pick,
not because
you volunteer.
Because in a game, you could be feeling any type of way. Do you know what I mean? You might feel like I'm not having the greatest game, so you might not want to take a penalty. Don't get me wrong, Rashford and Sancho coming on, they knew they were coming on to take penalties. But in reality, they should have come on a long time.
And got warmed up, touched the ball.
At least got like 30 minutes or so. Do you know what I mean? Before they've even asked to take a penalty, but...
And Rashford's penalty was even bad.
It wasn't bad.
He said the keeper the wrong way and he hit the post.
Do
you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. If that was an inch to the right, he would have been a hero. Literally an inch to the right and he would have been a hero. And that's the thing I think that's proper got to me. Because it's like, well, hold on a second. He didn't miss the penalty. Or he didn't do one of them ones where, like Gareth Southgate did, where he passes it to the goalkeeper. you know what I'm saying?
Literally sending the wrong way. But obviously it's margins and that. But it's one of them. But yeah, as soon as you seen that, I knew it was going to happen. And the thing is, I didn't go into work the next day, yeah. And I'm glad I didn't, because I knew, like...
Oh, you got to represent the black people and fight
yeah,
for them
I felt like, yeah, everyone's going to be just talking about it. It's going to be a topic. And the fact that black people had got abused, again, I knew that would be a topic of conversation. They're probably like, oh... What do you think?
Yeah, how do you feel?
How do you feel? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd be very sensitive to what people are saying.
I can't like deal with that, or like I'm not mentally prepared to be having this conversation, because I was already draining from the night before. Like, you're seeing the videos of people getting abused and whatnot, so it's just one of them. It's just mad.
And I think it probably just takes on to the next thing, because it's like, one of the frustrating things for me, and it got played out at the actual end of the Hungary game, what England played in the last, I think it was a World Cup qualifier. And basically, Sterling, when he scored his goal, was getting cups thrown at him, which I think Declan Rice went up and pretended he was drinking, do you know what I mean?
Totally Grealish,
and Grealish did that, and it was basically doing monkey chants, signs, just basically just out and out racism, unnecessary there. We know they're a racist nation. But one of the things what frustrates me is that you listen to, especially the white pundits, when they turn around and they go, yeah, but England showed them because we beat them 4-0, so that's what you got to do. You've got to show it on the pitch. Yeah. And then part of me is like, yeah, but you showing it on the pitch, what's that going to do to those fans?
Yeah, it means nothing.
That's not affected. That's not affected them. They'll lose in that game anyway.
It's another game.
It's another game.
Yeah, another game. We got defeated. We just carry on abusing. Anyway, to put you off winning, we actually think this about you anyway. So we're gonna express how we feel. Forget about it.
So it's like, what do you think the players should do? Because obviously it got to a certain point where teams just started to walk off, didn't they? Full teams started to walk off. So would you be in support of saying, well, come on then, you need to do something, so he's going to walk off instead of just actually staying there, sitting there and just accepting it or carrying on playing?
I feel like you need to do more than just win. Like, obviously it's nice to spin Hungary 4-0, but in the same breath, like, say we didn't win or we lost and we've played the game, I think that you need to walk off, or there needs to be some sort of dramatic response to it. Like, there's nothing that we're going to do on the pitch or even off the pitch is going to change these racist fans. Really, like, we're not going to win 4-0 and they go, oh, do you know what? Racist. Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Those blacks are all right, actually. Do you know what I mean? They've changed my mind. Like, we're not going to do that. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to have to be essentially a zero tolerance. Like, as soon as the monkey noises start, listen, allow it.
But they did that though. England done that previously, where they walked off. And then
they've come back out.
Yeah, well, no,
but it stopped it though.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
But the thing is, I feel like with all that walking off, don't get me wrong, I do. Like, if someone wants to walk off, you have your full rights to walk off. You don't want to play. But racism, as I've always said, it is so deep.
Oh yeah. It's nothing.
Like, even if you walk off, like, it's not going to change how they feel. Or even all these sanctions, they can fine the peoples or play behind closed doors. It's still not going to stop these people from being racist.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing you can do in that
like,
respect.
it literally, so what can you actually really do? And that's why it can be so demoralising and depressing to be black and having to go. Because like, all this and for what? Like, nothing's going to change. Is it really going to change? You can do all your Black Lives Matter things and whatnot, but is it really going to change?
And it's like when you even talk about it in football and you look at English football and you look at our Premier League, and you're thinking, even in the top 3 divisions, how many black managers there are compared to how many actual black footballers there are. It's mad.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't correlate. And so I think even representation of black people on the board of FA, you don't really see that. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the sort of thing.
But don't you think it reflects kind of like the workplace though? You have a lot of people in like
very true.
the base level, but as soon as you go into like senior management and like CEOs, directors, I guess it just
gets diluted.
Just like that. So all these people are like, oh yeah, we're so diverse. Yeah, maybe at entry level.
But I think they'll say even diversity. I think people more happily push. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but they're more prepared to push like the LBGT and have like a diverse management, you know, in regards to them being gay or transgender, then ethnically right. So they'd rather have somebody who's the guy see in like the company I work for, like they promote pride, like, and they change the logos to the pride flag, and they heavily promote pride. But it comes from like any like Black History Month or whatever, they couldn't care less.
Obviously,
you know what I mean?
like I said, at the end of the day, it's down to your skin colour. You can be of a different sexual orientation, but someone may not even necessarily know. Yeah. Because you don't have to. Yeah. Like, unless you're out there, like you don't have to like disclose your sexual orientation. Whereas being Black, there's no hiding it. Like, you cannot hide that. Yeah. That's the only thing.
Because that is a pet hate of mine, to be fair, where you get that comparison where they say, oh yeah, racism is the same as people being homophobic or being against the LGBT community. And as much as I support that community, they're not the same. They're not on the same levels for the reasons that you just touched on. Because, like I say, it is ones where you won't just look at somebody and go gay.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because you could change whatever. But you're definitely gonna look at someone and go black, yeah, and that's, I think, So that is what my point is on that as well. So no, I agree with that one. Yeah. So one of the things that I was thinking about was social media. So obviously racism is just mad on social media now. So is there a way that social media can help with racism, or is it just simply society that can help with
social media is crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. I literally, man, don't even use their burner accounts to give out. Man, listen, man don't use his fucking LinkedIn account to give out racism. It's crazy, man. Like,
but that's how heated these man are getting. You know what I mean?
Man didn't even sign to his burner account. Man had my man who works for, what's it called? That I can't remember. Is it Hilty or whatever? Nah, Savills, innit? Savills, yeah. So man had his fucking full name, company title.
You get found out straight.
Yeah, bro. Listen, man.
But then, do you know what? The social media is good on the aspect that cancel culture, because these people have been getting fined left, right, and centre, and then
someone's gonna free up, because there's gonna be someone out there who does not like you. Do you know what I mean? And like, I know this is where he works. So he used to go to this school. Okay, now you got the school. You can trace back to who did I hang around with? Oh, he used to hang around. You get found.
It's not even like they're snitching because it's racism. They're snitching because you're a prick.
It's true. And even like that PE teacher that was racial abusing Rashford. And it's a PE teacher. My man, his Facebook profile open, you know.
But even them 3 kids that pay for Portsmouth.
The group chat.
They were going in on the group chat. And then obviously,
I don't know about this one. So
in the group chat, there is a black player. He probably is the token black player, and he's like thinking, okay, freed it up.
Screenshots.
Release the information. Portsmouth sacked all of them. All 3 of them sacked. Only youth team players. He's probably thinking, it's my chance.
What position do you play in? Okay.
I must start next game. I must start.
Free up that information, but like there's just acting like full on racist, and they had the audacity to do that.
When they knew, knowing that he was in the group.
Knowing there's a black person in the group, so that's why I'm just thinking it's mad. That
I think these social media companies, though, like realistically, they must be able to filter something. Like, because when I type some things on Facebook, I get a little warning. This goes against our guidelines. Do you still want to post? Like, listen, Facebook must be able to put a filter
if you mention COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you not even mention COVID, bro. There's times when you put a picture up of a vaccination sticker or whatever, and this post has COVID information on it. It's crazy. So and you're telling me now, if man's typing the N word, the C words, your coon, if they're typing any other derogatory term towards blacks, that they can't just filter that thing out. Like, there's no way.
That's 100%.
And then what's mad is that they didn't pick up that the monkey emoji is racist, man. Do you know what I mean? Or could be using a racist format. Just add it to the thing to review it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it all of a sudden loads of monkeys coming up on social media? Like, surely that should hit home to somebody thinking,
it's the same thing I said about the Twitter thing. Like, when they see the N words trending 4th in the UK, It's a right, something's not right here.
yeah.
Like,
So let's look at this word, and every post that's got this word, and you need to block it
just
out.
delete it straight away. Boom. I type the N word. Don't even delete it. Just report it straight to Twitter in the background. You get what I'm saying? Don't post it. Just boom. Twitter gets a notification. My man trying to use the N word.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Simple. Black or white. I don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
black or white. Yeah. Using the N word. Like, listen, you can't.
And not on this platform.
Yeah,
you
not
know?
on this platform. But then again, I think also social media companies should be doing more to verify the users.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again,
I know privacy and all that.
Nah. It's not even that. It's money. So if you think about it, like Twitter, if they're gonna start banning users and doing all that, then you think N-word's gonna be trending at number 4? How's it gonna trend at number
Even
4?
the fact that it's trending is more publicity. That it's a platform, innit? Regardless, that means the platform's active. They want it like that. That's just the reality
Fair
of it.
enough. Nah,
And because I agree, there is loads more that they can do, but it's how much more do they want to do?
Yeah, not willing to do it at all.
Yeah, I don't think they. I don't think they want to do it at all. No,
Of course, because if you wanted to do it, you'd do it. Like we said, with how COVID's happened, every minute, boom, everywhere. You could even just say vaccine, COVID will
Trust
come up.
me.
Oh yeah.
You could say vacation, COVID will
Yeah,
come up.
Yeah.
Anywhere, bro, like literally. So that's the thing. It's crazy.
Because if we don't believe that we believe that they can't do that, then we're idiots. You know what I'm saying? Like they know, like they probably know so much more than we ever.
Yeah,
Of course, man.
100%.
Of course, man.
Man, are spying on our phones and everything, bro. You get me? Like when they say, for example, man, I mention, I don't know, dungarees.
Yo,
Next minute you're scrolling and dungarees are coming up on your post.
on your phone. Listen, if we're so naive, we don't think that they're watching us, and they could do something about it if they wanted to. Then we're living in a crazy world.
But social media is a crazy world, like you said earlier.
It's not a real world, though, is it, man?
No,
Like,
it's not real, but
it's
obviously
not
it is
real.
real at the same time because everyone's so immersed in it. That's the thing.
But then, if social media is not going to fix it, and it's society, then how is racism going to be fixed?
I don't think it can.
Is it just here?
Do you
How
know
much
what?
need to work?
I
then
think
to
it
deal
is
with
here because I laugh all the time because when I'm seeing I got all this racist abuse and all those things, I just think sometimes I click on the account. I'm thinking you're probably like 10 years old. Like, what do you actually?
What have you got to be racist for? Like, you know nothing. Like,
Yeah, but it's been taught. That's
learned,
taught.
yeah,
That's why racism we know is learned. Do you know what I mean? It's not innate. Definitely not.
No.
It's like
Yeah,
clearly
because
taught.
when kids are kids, they don't even see colours anyway. Do they just see people?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's 100% is learned. Like either it's learned from their family or from their friends. Like it's like because say for example, if your brethren's dad's racist, your brethren's racist, and he then tells you, "Now we don't mess with them black people." Blah blah blah. My dad said, and you think we've all got a friend who's influenced us. You know what I'm saying? Positively or negatively.
I had a boy that from when I first started working that I got to know through work.
Yeah.
He was bad racist, bad racist. From Salford, his dad was where we got it from because his dad was really bad. Do you know what I mean? And then it was when he started hanging around with me, he was like,
"No, you're not alright, you know.
You're not alright.
Not all these are. Not all these are.
But he would actually. But we're laughing seeing this. Like, nah, nobody would actually say that. He genuinely was saying that to me. Like, nah, you're not bad. You're alright. It must be the rest of him. And I'm going, the rest of who? Where have you got this from? Do you know what I mean? And then I learned that it was from his dad. So I remember just thinking back years ago. I think I was on like 15, 16. And I started going, and he was like, "Oh, you come around to my house?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Why?" And I said, "Because your dad's racist." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He said, "The things that you told me, like, you must think I've forgotten them. I remember, and I know your dad's a racist, so I don't particularly want to go around to your house because I'm not going to feel comfortable." And then he was like, "No," he's like, no, come round, no, because he needs to meet you. And I've told him that he's wrong. And there was both big City fans who had their season tickets. I'm not trying to say that City fans are racist for anyone.
He's a City fan, isn't
I'm not saying that, but they are, and they used to go to all the home away matches, and they loved fighting as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So apart from they love fighting, man. So, and when I actually then met his dad and got to know him because he was a bit standoffish from when I first went round. Then he got to know my personality. Then I remember one time I was going round, and because then he came round to my house. And my dad was like cooking up some curry goat and he's making food. He's like, "Does your dad like curry?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he goes, "Oh, take this for your dad and give him some curry goat and rice." Do you know what I mean? Sent it in the tub. So I just walked in and I went, oh, my dad sent this for you. So he went, you what? And his dad was like,
You what? Yeah.
he's like, you what?
What?
What, for me? And I was like, yeah, because he had some, so he just said to give it to try it, because I'm not going to say his name, but he said that you like curry. So he was like, oh, alright. So, walked straight up, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm fucking waiting for this. Like,
Some not Jamaican. Some not Jamaican.
Warmed it up, came out, ate it, and was like, this is amazing, this. I'll tell your dad thank you, do you know what I mean? From that point on, his perspective changed, do you know what I mean? And it was like, what, from one curry? Because I brought you in some curry.
But people don't.
He had no reason.
People forget like it's people themselves, not races as a whole. Because everyone's different. Like
and there's
some
dicks
people that
to eat in every race.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's good people in every race.
100%. 100%. And obviously, even in black people are racist. Do you know what I mean? But then. No, but
we can.
We can, no.
If you say
we no, you can take dislike to another race, regardless of what race you are.
You can.
You can, like, for example, there's black people who might hate white people or hate
black
Muslims.
people who don't like black people.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah, there is.
It's true.
There is.
I get your racism and power argument.
It don't make a difference what race it is. If if someone was saying to me you don't like a certain race.
Yeah.
No, you don't mind. If someone says to me you don't like, I don't like a certain race, or Anton doesn't like a certain race, then I'm racist, innit?
Yeah, you are.
Or if I'm prejudiced about a certain race for whatever reason, then I'm racist, though, innit? And that's true. That's all my point is. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? You obviously don't think that black people can be racist at all, do you, Dash?
In position of power, if we had the position of power, then yeah, we can be.
But
we
then
can be prejudiced. We've already discussed this already. What I think we can be prejudiced, but not racist. Obviously, like I said, until we are in power, or just say, for example.
So South Africa.
For example,
okay, go on.
We had a company. Us four had a company together. We are in the position of power, and
we only hire black people.
Yeah, we only hire black people, or the credentials of one person and another were the same. They are black and white, but we've only decided to hire the black person because they are black. Then I feel that would be like racist, because we're not hiring them because they are white. I would say that is racism.
So what if I hated an entire race purely because they were that race? What's that?
That's just hatred, isn't it? Based on what? How can you hate
their race?
It's the race.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate a particular race for no reason other than they are that race. They're all the same to me as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Is that not racism?
No, you're mentally warped.
Well, racists are mentally warped.
This is what my point is. So if it isn't, it's people who's in power, and then from that analogy, then in South Africa right now, black people are racist.
Yeah.
Right. So black people can be racist then.
Yeah, in position of power. I've not.
Right. Okay. No, that's fine. No,
said that.
No. So I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm just trying to understand what your opinion is on it.
Yeah.
So that I can then.
Yeah, if the culture was like predominantly black, and they
because the culture isn't predominantly black in South Africa.
No, I'm saying like in countries say go to the Caribbean and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? Where they're predominantly black people and
who aren't in power.
But the main thing is, with a lot of those countries, it's still not the black people.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's what I was trying to say though. So South Africa, it did a big 360 in it
after the apartheid.
Yeah, it just turned round. So obviously there was a point where black people couldn't get any jobs, and black people in the slums. Whereas that's changed now, so white people can't get jobs. So companies have to actually hire black people over white people. It's like a part of a law that's there. So for me, it's still causing racism then. But I get what you're saying then, because black people are the people of power. So if you're in a position of power, then yeah, that's the only point in time when you can be racist. I don't know, makes sense. I just understand what you're saying. And that's all it is. I was trying to understand what your opinion was.
Yeah, I was once seeing this girl now, yeah. And
strip club.
Let's go there, bro.
That's where you started seeing people.
So I knew this girl, right? Not from a strip club. 'Cause I don't.
What you don't what you didn't what? Didn't have a membership.
The girls that were in the strip club, I couldn't afford to see outside the strip club.
Fair enough.
I remember being in this girl's room, and her dad was out in it.
How old was she?
Well, I must have been 24. She lived at home with her dad. She was white, and she loved black guys. Loved black guys, and.
So that's all the reason why she.
Well, listen, my first line on her profile, on MySpace, this had how going back.
MySpace.
Wow. No, it must have been 24. It was like 18, 19.
Yeah,
so,
it must be younger than.
Yeah. So her profile on MySpace was like, yo, I love black guys. Yeah. My opening bar to her was, I'm black. Anyway, listen, so anyway, after a few backwards and forwards, me and my basic bars, and I got round to her yard, innit? And I
She must have loved black guys, because unless she was throwing down some lyrics.
I had no bars, but
I know, that's what I'm saying, so I don't know.
And I remember I was in the bedroom, Dad was out. I remember her dad came home, innit? And she's like, oh shit, my dad's in. And I remember being just fear, from being a boy in a girl's room, innit?
Yeah.
So I had that fear, in my heart, and I'm thinking, shit, until her dad starts walking up the stairs, and on my daughter's fucking life, bro, there better not be a in that room.
Wow. She's got form for it, so he knew. She's got form, so he knew, man.
Can you just beat the N-word out?
Listen, that's what he said, man. There better not be in that room. Listen, facts.
And then what happened?
She kind of laughed it off. I obviously at that point was like, I'm going home now.
So did he not come in the room?
No, he didn't come in the room because she got up to kind of go to the door to kind of stop him coming in.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm going. She's
saying,
like,
man, I can't be bothered with the door.
He's only joking. He didn't mean it like that. It's not serious. It's not that deep.
I'd 100% beat his daughter, impregnated her.
What?
That's what you need to bleep out.
Wow, bro.
I'd impregnated his daughter.
No, because then
now you're having a curly head.
Yeah, but then what?
Growing up in your yard,
you getting off?
No, just taking it.
No, it's not happening. You getting off?
Jumping out the
way.
Hey?
No, I'm saying after that you're getting off. You're leaving the baby.
No, mate. He's got me for life. I'm coming into your life, mate.
But why would you wanna?
You don't want to be there.
Nah, obviously it was a bit jovey, but it's just because it's pissing me off.
No.
Because I remember when we shouted it once to this. Basically.
Where you go with that?
Nah, because it's just because I know how it affects people, innit? So basically, I was coming out of work one time, obviously in Hull, innit? Yeah. And I was coming out of the office, and all of us fell out and was like laughing, joking, you know, must have been like a Friday. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's on it, and then someone nearly bumped into this old guy, so someone else pulled him back. And then it was coming past me, so I was like, oh, sorry, just to let him go past, because being polite, because the pavement's quite short, do you know what I mean?
Narrow.
So I just moved, let him go past. And then I went, oh, sorry, mate, and he goes, black bastard. As he went past, because he's an older guy, do you know what I mean? So I was like, you're alright? I was like, I don't, why you say that to me? I didn't even do anything, it was him, white guy that was blocking you up, making you go on the road. I moved out of the way for you, and I apologise. And he goes, do you know you all lot? He goes, I hate you all. He goes, when I'm in the hospital and you want to come over and try and help me in the hospital, so next time I'm gonna stab one of you.
Okay.
And that's what he said.
Die, mate.
Mate, that's what he's saying with his walking stick. So obviously, everyone's outside in it, so it's like a big. So I'm not gonna cause a scene here to this old man because I'm gonna look like a bastard. You know what I mean? So I jumped in my car and I just drove over. No. I considered it. Jumped into my car and drove round. And then he's got to the road crossing as I got back round the bend, innit? So I just got round the bend and I just went window down. And then he looked and he seen it, clocked it was me. And I went, oh. I said, do you know your daughters and granddaughters? And he goes, yeah. And I went, I'm gonna fuck them all. I started laughing, and he just went bright red. I just started going mad, started swearing. Saying, oh, you wouldn't, I'll kill you first. And I was like, Just laughing at him, just winding him up. Obviously, I don't even know who his kids are, do you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, I knew that was going to piss him off. So I thought, you know what, mate? You're going to get this back.
I mean, that's what will happen. That's what will actually happen.
That's what will happen. Karma's going to come back and get him. And what he's going to find is some young black bull.
Oh my god, bro.
Yo, destroying his family.
Wow.
The guy just named the whole porn scene.
Yeah, young black bull fucking destroys racist man's daughter.
Yo, trust me.
All his grandchildren.
Yo, if anyone wants to pay me for that.
Nah, bro. I'm not trying to see that scene still.
Everyone's paying for that script, dude. It's all up here, man.
We can't end it on that.
What other points have you got
No, that was more than it. That was more than it. You get me? So.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh yeah, I think we should end it. I think we end strong, man. And Anton destroying
Nah, fuck it. You get me?
racist family, bro.
Don't put all that out though, Aaron. Seriously, like, you can leave some of that in. Maybe the bull.
Nah, leave the bull bit in. Bro. You tell the man you're gonna fuck his whole fucking bloodline.
Yo, trust me, I didn't give a fuck, yo. I needed to affect him somehow.
Yeah.
So what would you have done? Because how could I say something?
No, that works. I would have thought of that. That's what I'm annoyed about.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd have swung.
I would have, if you followed him in your car, I would have opened up a boot like Mate, hop in here.
Nah, because he was an old man.
I would have done it.
So
I would have done it just to scare him.
Just to scare him.
Pop my boot and said, mate, you're going in there.
Get in there.
Get in there now. And I would have seen him just hobble off or something.
Now, but because
Maximum speed.
I was vexed, yeah, and I was thinking, you need to get to my level, you get me? So you need to turn up quick. So then, yeah, it just came to me and that was it. As soon as I dropped them lyrics, because there's a few people from work as well I heard, and they just fell about laughing, do you know what I mean? He was fuming. Yeah. He was fuming. But this is what it is, man.
I had a clip in with my mirror, man. Drove past him, just clips.
I would have just like pulled up, popped my boot, and then just acted like I was getting something else from the boot.
And then said, yeah, get him.
Yeah, like jump out of the car, bare the grass here.
No, I've done that. But yeah, anyway, thank you again if you've lasted this long watching us. Please like, subscribe and share the episodes. And you've been here with myself, Anton.
And it's me, Dash, Dan Dada.
And it's me, Carlos, simply Dad.
This guy, I don't like that every time.
I know.
It makes it worse.
No, listen, I respect it, man. You're owning it, bro. And as long as you're owning it, you get me. I rate it still. Like, call yourself whatever you want. Nah, listen, I respect it. Like, you should probably
just don't say anything else. So.
No, I need to finish it. You should probably start like an Instagram, like simply_dad. Like, it's a good idea, man. Cause spin off the Black Dads' lives. You simply dad, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not a bad shout, to be fair.
And like every episode can end with you saying, and remember it's going, simply dad.
Might do that though. Still.
And it's me.
Could do it on Twitch.
Alright, send it there. I'm not gonna do my outro. You don't deserve to know who the fuck I am.
Come on, do it like this.
And it's me, Jason.
Do.
The end.